Welcome to the Inspiring You Show. This, my friends, is a vibrational experience, a remembering of the truth of who we are. The content is light and coded to assist you in your journey if you wish to receive for your highest good. Okay, friends, if we haven't met, I'm Henry. I'm intuitive, a frequency feeler, a mindfulness meditation teacher, and energy practitioner. But I'm really an equal opportunist when it comes to tools, friends. And I have utilized all different modalities to heal. And two of them really have stood out for me from the rest and brought in transformational results: Reiki and Dowsing energy healing. So, friends, I love to talk about all tools, but those are two that we're going to be focusing in on today. I also share insights and discoveries from my own journey, but as well from people that I support and help to grow in different ways. And I hope that no matter what, this gives you some food for thought. So I am going to be doing a Reiki and Dowsing energy session to clear being stuck in a rut and so much more. So stick around, friends. Okay, let's get into it. This morning, I woke up with a clear message from my higher self soul, from my team of light. The message: you don't have to be a prisoner of your current creation. Let's just let that marinate, friends. You don't have to be a prisoner of your current creation. Yeah, that was the thought I woke up with this morning. And then I saw various images of my life when I felt stuck, boxed in, and eventually became unhappy. And yes, my higher self soul, it is, yes, what my higher self soul and my team of light was, in terms of downloading the message that it is true that in my human experience, there have been moments where I felt like I was a prisoner of my current creation. And then another thought had come in. If you are stuck, a prisoner of your current creation, then are you in flow? Because if you're not being who you're meant to be in this moment, who are you being? Well, then I'm being a prisoner stuck in my current creation. Whew. That was my morning of contemplation. And so let's unpack it further, friends. You create and manifest what you desire. And then it's incredible, right? When you set intentions and then this co-creation with the universe happens and it comes into physical reality. And that's amazing. Your manifestation has come into the physical reality. And then years go by and you're living this creation that has come into this physical world. You're living this creation. And slowly you begin to notice that you are ready for a change. Or maybe you are, or maybe you have outgrown your creation. Maybe you have experienced all you needed to, or maybe it's simply finished. It's come to a completion. Much like a movie ends in a movie finishes. If you're sitting in a movie theater and the movie ends in the theater. Yet, when you're sitting in a movie theater watching a movie and it ends, you get up and you go once it finishes. Or maybe you wait till the lights come on in the movie theater. And I was thinking about that this morning because I love watching TV and I love movies, and a lot of my life I have loved going to the movie theater. I have loved going to watch movies in a movie theater. And so I just really was contemplating this, that you're in a movie theater of your life. And then when the lights come on, indicating that movie, that story has come to a completion, well, you get up and leave the movie theater. But in life, why do we stay well beyond the lights coming up? Why don't we get the hint that, hey, human, it's time to exit that moment for a new moment to begin, for a new story to begin? And I know what it's like to be excited to see a movie and to rush into that movie theater, to carefully pick my seat, where I want to be to experience the story that will be unfolding. I know what it's like how it feels to be in those moments of being and watching a really incredible movie that you just don't want it to end. Yet at the same time, you can't wait to find out the ending. You're excited, you're hopeful, you're in the ride of the story, the ups, the downs, the aliveness of it all. Like, I cherish all of that. Yet it's interesting because I don't really like watching movies or TV shows once I've seen them once. There are some movies that I have seen numerous times. Sound of Music, Wizard of Oz, Annie, and a few TV shows, but it's very rare for me because I get so excited about all the possibilities of storytelling that's out there. So why do I say stuck then in one movie theater of life when there is a multiplex or a cineplex, if you will, which is a movie theater complex with multiple screens within a single complex? And that is what life has to offer. There are millions of inspiring story creation options in this human world that we can co-create with the universe. So why are we staying stuck in one movie theater of life when there is this multiplex, this cineplex? And so I was really pondering that this morning. And my higher self soul urges my human to step out of the comfort zone of the same story cycle, to be able to be enriched by another. Which, yeah, people, that makes sense, right? It does. Yet sometimes there is this stuck energy that I have seen in myself in so many of my clients, friends, and families over the years. Let's just face it. Humaning can be complex and extraordinary sometimes at the same time. And so I just kept questioning, pondering, unpacking my morning message. And I saw moments of when I have stayed too long. And I recognized what they all had in common, in one of them being there is a palpable like energy shift when that moment in physical creation where one has stayed too long. It goes from feeling in flow to all of a sudden it can feel super heavy, resistant energy spring up from everywhere. And then my human being can go into non-beneficial habits to self-soothe. It's like this combo of like fear, anxiety show up to help alert my human to, hey, let's get moving. Yet instead, I may then double down into fret and freeze into the moment even more. The human experience is extraordinary. It's a wonder to behold in that observational way. Because then if you double down into that fret and freeze into the moment even more, which then you become a prisoner even more so of that creation. And then that begins the whirling around of Groundhog's Day, where you're in the same story again and again. And with that, then, that little seed of unhappiness that was showing up to tell you, hey, human, you're complete in this. That seed can all of a sudden grow into a garden where there is just where there is dissatisfaction underneath everywhere. That dissatisfaction underneath that grows with each day because the human won't leave the movie theater even though the lights are on. Whew. And instead of going to another movie in the Cineplex, in my own experience at times, I've just waited for the same movie to play again and again and again, even when I begin to feel despondent about the one that I used to be so excited about. When my relationship changes to the story that I'm in, to the movie that I've been in, and I'm no longer excited or interested or curious in wonder, where it feels extremely heavy, I feel unhappy, I feel dissatisfied. And I'm then going into the struggle of some non-beneficial habits where then I could be watching TV too much, or my healthy eating habits can go right out the window. And next thing I could be numbing myself somehow. And it all could stem from that something has come to a completion, and I may be trying to ignore that. And in ignoring it, it just gets louder. My feelings and thoughts are telling me something, yet I can hold on to that story until I'm seemingly feeling like I'm imprisoned by it. And whereas once a creation that came into the physical reality and manifested, and I was so incredibly excited about and was living that dream can then all of a sudden become and feel like an imprisonment. And that unhappiness then feels like it's become a nightmare. But what really is happening is I've just doubled down on an unwillingness to leave that movie theater. I've created a sanctuary of a safe space, or so I think. And I just keep waiting for the same movie to play again and again and again. And I'm caught and I'm trapped. So my question to you, my friends, has your human ever felt trapped in a situation or even a way of thinking? And it's not right, wrong, good or bad. There's an isness. And today we're going to be doing a dowsing and Reiki clearing on supporting, clearing some of this, so that way it can make way for new creation, new creativity. When my human has felt stuck in a certain story or movie, where I'm then stuck in this movie theater, feeling quite boxed in, watching the same movie again and again, this can also leave me becoming ungrounded, unaligned, disconnecting, could even disassociate. And then what happens is it could prevent or I'm unable to see another way. I'm really unable to see another way to move, literally or metaphorically, or a way to the change. And this frozen state then can lead to repeating the same situation or thinking the same thinking over and over and over again, which is the Groundhog's Day. And most often when we are stuck, it could be because we are so deeply attached to a story. And, and when I say attached to the story, we're attached to staying in that singular movie theater watching that same movie again and again, when there's a whole cineplex of movie theaters with all different kinds of stories and options? And when you're really deeply attached to one story, this makes it difficult to see other possibilities or the bigger picture. And friends, many of you know, y'all, I love story. I love all kinds of stories. So why don't I let myself have the possibility of a more expansive story? Or even let myself have part 1, part 2, part 3 of the story, at least seeing the progression in some areas, right? Just so I don't have to relive part 1 again and again and again in real time. But actually, I can put part 1 in the past with a blessing of thank you for being in my life and supporting me to getting where I am now in the present, to part 2, to part 3. And there are areas in my life where I have made, enormous progression on. Yet I have noticed though that, sometimes this fear of change and how I'm then keeping myself stuck in a place. So let's look at what being stuck can mean. Stuck can mean being unable to move or being set in a particular position, place, or way of thinking, unable to change or get away from a situation. So here is a reflection question, friends. Do you feel stuck in a part of your life? And also, do you feel stuck in a part of your life? And do you also feel confused on what to do? And in that confusion, you're left feeling stuck even more. In part of the clearing we're going to do today is we're going to clear brain fog and ask to clear confusion as well. And is there any fear of the unknown or feeling too comfortable in the creation or maybe exhausted by creation, that the thought of being in co-creation with the universe, maybe it feels even more intimidating and exhausting to think like, well, I guess I can just settle. This is good enough for now because what if, which is then fear. So then we're going to ask to clear fear from manifesting today, because again, are you manifesting from the energy of fear or the energy of love? Because if you're manifesting from the energy of love, that manifestation is going to feel completely different than if you manifest from the energy of fear. Energy of love manifestation and co-creation with the universe feels exciting, feels expansive. You are in the hope, joy, bliss energies. You feel like you're in the effortless flow. If you've manifested something in the energy of fear, there could be like excitement when it first comes in, and then it could dissipate pretty quickly because it was manifested under fear. And there might be still some just not as much satisfaction or feeling like you're on purpose. So you want to see what your relationship is with creation. And again, not right, wrong, good or bad, there's an isness. And anything that you're bringing to light, we then ask to clear during the Reiki and the Dowsing session. Because once you bring self-realization to it, you're then letting the light come into those places to allow it to be cleared and letting the new energies in to be integrated for the highest good. Okay, so what I feel, some best remedies to help us see alternative perspectives and to allow ourselves to complete one story and start another, or finish one chapter, start another chapter, is one energy healing session, which we'll do in a bit, Reiki and Dowsing, meditation, yoga, chanting meditations can help as well, because that can help with the vagus nerve. Also, taking a pause, taking a break. This creates space between you and your story. By switching activities, you can loosen your attachment to the perspectives you're holding on. Also becoming more observational, zooming out, trying to think as general about the situation as possible. Another one is trying on different perspectives. And then there's a lot of different books that I read. So if you want a book, reach out and I will see what could be beneficial. And there's also is a beneficial side of being stuck that can actually beneficially serve you. There could be some deep psychological and emotional reasons that drive us to hold on to a certain routine. It could be from past, present life. It could also be from maternal, paternal lineages, ancestry. It could also be from past lives. There could be something that is being called to be completed. Also, though, in the human experience, the known is comfortable. So let's just acknowledge that. But our comfort zones can become a great permission slip and excuse, friends, to not face ourselves, do the work, do the clearing work, and allow ourselves to shift and take accountability of our present life. This could lead us to then reinforce our stuckness if we're getting caught in staying in our comfort zone, or rather staying in the same movie theater and not enjoy the entire cineplex of movies in that movie theater complex. As well as, our routines can also be indicators of what we need. So, for example, if one is stress eating, for example, we can use food to make ourselves feel better, satisfying an emotional need like relief from tension versus physical hunger. We don't actually need the food, but we do need something, even if it's deeply covered under layers of our subconscious. Instead of continuing to put food in our mouth, you can ask yourself, what need is food filling? So what need is food filling? There is a book called Say What You Mean, Say What You Mean by Oren J. Sofer. And that can support you if you are somebody who are like, I don't even know what my needs are. I understand that. And this book can support you in understanding communication to self and others about what your needs are. Also, with that, then, sometimes just opening yourself up and sharing with someone who you feel safe to share with about which routines or situations or stories or that movie that you're clinging to can actually support you in bringing in more understanding, also inspiration and clarity, because you're speaking this out loud, which has a certain resonance to help you hear yourself. And I know that sometimes this may be a really hard thing to do because vulnerability may come up and other emotions. But if you're talking to somebody who creates a compassionate, sacred space with you, then it can really then be beneficial. Because when you are honest about which parts of life are sticky, there becomes nothing to hide behind and no need to continue playing out this comfortable pattern, and can support you then to get up from that movie theater when the lights go on next time. And by doing this, new possibilities open up on how to meet your needs in a way that better supports your potential in this moment now for your highest good. So, friends, when you are really stuck, ask yourself, how is being stuck serving me? How is being stuck beneficially serving me? Is there a non-beneficial aspect of being stuck right now? Really dig in. And I know it can feel uncomfortable, But the more that you allow yourself to meet those hard edges with love and care and compassion and interest and open, wise, curious mindset, the more the edges will soften because you're asking what you need. And the other question is, what needs does it meet? So how is being stuck serving me? And what needs does it meet? How is being stuck serving me? And what needs does it meet? And friends, I dare you to be brave and brutally honest with yourself. Okay, so another thing to check in on: contradicting beliefs. Have you ever wanted something but feel you're making little progress in co-creating your dreams with the universe into physical reality? And to cope, you try to do more or you do less, working even harder or working less, and pushing feelings of stuckness deep down to avoid disappointment. The truth is, there are underlying, often contradicting beliefs that are blocking our ability to achieve the goal, to achieve our co-creation with the universe into manifestation with ease and grace. And that stuck energy can be cleared, friends. But let's talk about some more about the contradicting beliefs and what can happen in terms of the energy. Let's do some examples. For example, someone who is searching for a new job may want financial stability, yet also deep down feels they are burnt out, they're exhausted from their previous job or career, and they feel like they need some rest and time off. Or they may feel they aren't worthy of a new job, or that it's too late to start a new career. Or there's so many other things. Or someone, here's another example. Someone who desperately wants intimacy also believes relationships will take their freedom away. So, contradicting beliefs. To face your contradicting beliefs, you want to meditate so that way you can become a clear channel to understand what is happening, to receive the downloaded information. Journaling can help. And then you want to write down your intention, your goal that you're struggling to reach. For example, I want a relationship, a new job. And then close your eyes, breathe deeply, and ask yourself, why don't I want a relationship or a new job? And then notice what is the first thought that pops into your mind. And then notice the feelings with it. And do a body scan. See where it is in your body. Your body is so infinitely intelligent. What is your emotional body telling you? What is your mental body telling you? What is your physical body telling you? And is there any pockets of stuck energy with these limiting beliefs, contradicting beliefs, as well as any emotions that have not been processed? So to face your contradicting beliefs, let yourself meditate first. Get into that space of becoming a clear channel, becoming grounded and aligned, shifting from your head to your heart. And once you are in your heart space, reach for your journal and write the intention and the goal that you are struggling to reach. For example, I want a relationship. I want a new job. And then close your eyes, breathe deeply, and ask yourself, why don't I want a relationship? Why don't I want a new job? And then notice what the first thought that pops into your mind. And then notice the feelings with it. You want to do a body scan. See where it lies then in your body. So that way it can be cleared. Bring that to realization before we do the Reiki and Dowsing session. So that way you can ask for it to be cleared. And so then the light can fill in the spaces for the highest good. And when we are sending contradictory or mixed messages to the universe, friends, we are in a co-creating conflict then. And the universe will listen to the message that has the biggest charge or largest frequency. So if it's fear more than desire to create something new, then we will be playing the fear story again and again and again, because the universe is like, oh, that is the biggest charge, the largest frequency. That is what they're choosing and wanting to call in as a co-creation. So we'll be playing that fear story again and again, rather than being in a new desired creation story with the universe. So friends, check in. What messages are you sending to the universe? And today we will be doing a clearing for clearing up co-creating conflict, clearing up the fears versus desire. Because if the fear is more than the desire, then the fear is then possibly what could be manifesting. So we'll be clearing that up today if you are wishing to receive. Okay, so another one. The guides often talk about how challenges or problems can stem from humans not really knowing themselves. And this can usually start from an early age, most often at a point where our needs were not met. And if this is you, there is a book called Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents: How to Heal from Distant, Rejecting, or Self-Involved Parents by Lindsay Gibson. I would recommend that book. There's a lot of great tools in it. So not knowing yourself. So the guys talk about how that can present as a problem or challenge for humans. And so also, though, beyond this, we are frequently told what our needs should be, which furthers the problem of not knowing or getting to know or being curious about who we really are, who our authentic self really is. For example, we may be told what is success, how we should live, how we should behave, and what we should want, etc. A lot of shoulda, couldas. And at some point, our unique self can possibly be lost. And we may then become a byproduct of the system, which some of you know we are also releasing from the old patriarchal system in terms of, if you want to call it New Earth, whatever you want to call it. And so then it could be a broken system. And so if we're a byproduct of a broken system, how are we possibly then going to feel? And we then can lose our ability to follow our own intuition. You know, the broken system can end up breaking the person, and we lose our ability to follow our own intuition, and we can then hardly name or even understand what we feel, becoming then possibly disconnected from our own body. And that's why using the tools to practice coming back into present is so important. So self-awareness is the first and one of the most essential steps to reconnect with ourselves. By slowing down, becoming present, we can begin to see critical information from our surroundings, from our body, from our heart that is communicating with us all the time. It also allows us to see where we unnecessarily involve ourselves in others' drama, or we fall into trap to societal shouldas. and play out our own limiting beliefs or insecurities. Or, friends, when we shift to autopilot, missing what is happening here and now because we're not present anymore. And so, friends, the universe is constantly communicating with you. If you don't hear the whispers, don't worry, friends. The universe will speak louder and louder and louder until it gets your attention. I will say, though, let yourself start to hear the whispers, because when it gets louder and louder, it's just more challenging at times for the human, because that means you might be also more stuck in the rut. Get yourself unstuck from the rut faster, friends. So every person in this world has unique energetic blueprint. Also, there are skills, desires, needs, learnings, purpose, etc. And also the connection to the aspect of your divine design. But often in current society, it can suggest that one size fits all, forcing us to possibly adapt ourselves to fit in, feel safe and accepted, which then really then it becomes like a lack of authenticity and personal definition of success. We then can become copies of what we perceive as successful in others, and that isn't one's authentic truth. And unfortunately, the right path can end up leaving us feeling lost, confused, and drained of energy, because someone else's right path is possibly not your right path. And if you're forcing yourself to go down somebody else's right path, you're utilizing your energy to force that into manifestation. And that's a lot of energy, because then you're not really in flow with your authentic truth. And when we don't have clarity on our personal life vision, personal definition of success, it is easy to go in multiple directions, struggling to make decisions or feel unexcited and uncentered. It's easy for others to tell you what to do or who to be. We can feel like we've lost also our freedom and sovereignty. Sometimes in sessions with clients will ask me, what they should do, or can I douse on it? Or can I ask the guides? And yes, I can do those things. However, in my own experience in working with clients, it is really important for me that the person that I'm working with finds the clarity, their groundedness, their alignment, and they receive the information on where to go next for their highest good. Because it's about them recognizing that they have the ability to hear, sense, see, to be in their knowingness, to follow their intuition, to get information. And you can have people supporting you, kind of like backup singers supporting you, but you are the main stage singer in your story. And it is about you then allowing yourself to be in the light of your spotlight, of your story, and trusting and knowing that you're born into this experience with all the capabilities and tools. It's just about being in the remembrance and about practicing them. And you can have support for people to help guide you, but yet the greatest guidance is your inner GPS, and letting yourself learn how to work that muscle, getting on and learning how to ride that bicycle. And so for me, when I'm working with clients, that is how, I am guided to work with them, with my team of light. And it doesn't mean, and it really, because it's about then when somebody realizes they have the ability, their profound sense of connectedness and their confidence and their knowingness and understanding how to get information, it's just so profound. And they understand then how to get on the bike and ride the bike. Yes, sometimes you can ride a bike in a group with a bunch of bikers together, or cyclists together. But sometimes you're on parts of it where you're cycling alone. And that's okay, because even alone, you're not alone. We are part of this collective. So this goes beyond a job. It's our personal life signature. It's our unique way of being and expressing ourselves without censorship. It's something that you would do even if you were paid, something that no matter how hard you try, you can just not do or to be, because it's just who you are. This is your truth and life path. And when you are in line with your innate nature, synchronicities effortlessly flow, and your life path reveals itself with deep fulfillment in every cell of your body. If you haven't unlocked your full potential, that is what this unfolding of this life is. It's about letting yourself be in the possibilities. It doesn't mean you can have one moment where you're like, wow, I'm in my potential. This is amazing. And there might be another moment where you're like, oh, I'm in the unfolding again. And that's completely okay. But if you really feel stuck, and you feel like you've locked away your full potential, you may want to look at it. You may want to look at if you're spending your time and energy and mental and emotional resources on things which may no longer serve you. You may be staying in that same story. And friends, it's time for you to be complete in watching that movie and move on to another movie theater. That chapter might be finished and a new chapter is being called to start. And this is something directly within your control, which you can change. You can get yourself up, and you can get up and get going to be in a new creation of a story with the universe. That is always possible. Sometimes I have to imagine, if I'm really stuck in a rut, that I have something supporting me, like lifting me up. I imagine, okay, I just need something to lift the human up, get myself out of this rut. We just sometimes need help. And that imagery of having something come in and lift me up, it helps me. So friends, stop compromising yourself and instead unravel what's blocking your true potential. So that way you can live, you can let that be cleared, let the new creation energy come in, and you can live a life aligned with your purpose of where you're calling in now for your highest good and the truth of who you are in this moment. Because in terms of your humaning, I mean, that's your legacy of what a magnificent, empowered, inspiring, incredible co-creator you are with the universe. And that doesn't mean, in terms of your co-creating, that everything is going to be skip-de-doo and you're just happily ever after every time, all the time. Because the reality is there's so many things here, and some moments may be incredible bliss and peace and joy and happiness. Some moments may feel scary, but that's scary when you're up against a wall. It might just be because there's a piece that is being called to heal, to be transformed and transmuted. That maybe that fear or that feeling scared maybe that was something that your great, 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 great grandfather or grandmother felt, and they were not able to process it at the time. And so in the survival mechanism, that piece was numbed. And now that emotion got handed down through the DNA and is now being called to be processed and cleared. And you're at a different space in time where then you have more, there's more consciousness here now. And so now it's readily available to be transformed and transmuted. And that piece can be then cleared and reintegrated into the wholeness for the highest good. And just to simplify it, friends, because if not now, when? So today I also saw on social media a photo of a row of ducklings, and it said, "My ducks are absolutely not in a row." I don't even know where some of them are. And I'm pretty sure one of them is a pigeon. I don't know. I not only resonated, but I laughed as well. And I'm still laughing. It just makes me laugh. I'm like, I totally know what they mean. Yes, I feel that way too. For the truth of how life can be sometimes. It happens. This is humaning. Finding the humor in it all can be so helpful as well. Okay, friends, enough of this, enough of the chit chat. Let's now, we're going to get to doing a Reiki and Dowsing to clear what is blocking you from your true potential and tap into who you really are. Before we get to that though, if you are watching this on social media, I have a podcast called Inspiring You Show, and we have a series of energy healing meditations to support and mindfulness talks and meditations. There are also plenty of free resources, but if you feel like you need more, there's also a monthly membership as well that has a ton of great resources and tools. We also send daily Reiki boost to our subscription members as well. So friends, join today and become part of our Inspiring You community. Okay, so if you are watching this, I'm also now going to turn off the camera because you do not need to see me while we do this. All right, so let yourself find a comfortable position. I invite you to either lay down or sit, whatever feels most comfortable to you. And when you're ready, I invite you also now to close or lower your gaze, your eyes, and take 3 deep breaths. Breathing in life force energy. Breathing out what no longer serves you. Breathing in life force energy. Breathing out what no longer serves you. Breathing in life force energy. Breathing out what no longer serves you. Letting yourself shift from being in your head, going into your heart space. If it helps, let yourself see, sense, imagine, visualize, or be in knowingness of a beautiful staircase going from your head to your heart. Let yourself walk down the stairs, walk down the stairs, walk down the stairs into your heart space. And then let yourself connect into intentions. You want to feel your intentions from your heart and then project them out from your third eye. I'll be quiet as you do this. Now, connect into this intention. If it resonates with you, you can say it out loud or to yourself, whatever you prefer. I'm willing to receive Reiki and Dowsing energy healing for my highest good in the gentlest of way possible. I am willing to receive Reiki and Dowsing energy healing for my highest good in the gentlest of way possible, in gratitude. And now let yourself see, sense, imagine, visualize, or be in knowingness that you're outside on a path. As you're walking on the path, let yourself feel the connection to the ground, Mother Earth, letting yourself receive any updates, codes, activations that would be beneficial for you. Feeling more grounded, more aligned, more connected. Now, let yourself see, sense, imagine, visualize, or be in knowingness of a beautiful white light elevator. And let yourself get in. The elevator doors close, begins to go up. Once you've shifted from your head to your heart, and once you have grounded and aligned, then you bring your energy up. So in the elevator, bring your energy up, going up, 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 up. And then the elevator doors open, you step out, and you're in your sacred space. It looks however you created it. Beautiful garden. Could be an ocean, mountains, lakes, waterfalls. Could be an incredible house. Whatever you designed. There are healing frequencies there for you. Your team of light, your spirit guides, angels, archangels, ancestors are there for your highest good. And use whatever language resonates to you for that. And then let yourself walk through your sacred space. There's a triangle of light there. It's an energy healing chamber. Let yourself go into the triangle of light. To let yourself receive the healing frequencies that are there for you for your highest good. And then if you like, you can invite your team of light into the triangle of light and let them know where you want them to stand, sit. You can have them encircle you. And just a reminder, using the language that resonates for you. Your team of light could be your spirit guides, angels, archangels, ancestors for the highest good. Whatever language resonates, let yourself use that. And now we're going to invite Reiki energy healing in. If you are new to Reiki, you might feel warm and cold sensations. You might see colors. You might see images. You might not feel or see anything at all, and that's all okay. It's all normal. So we're going to invite Reiki energy healing in, asking to let go of ego, personality, intellect, step aside, becoming clear channels to allow the holy fire Reiki energy coming through for the highest good. Reiki always respects free will, so you draw to you what you want for your highest good, asking that Reiki ascend to each person that wishes to receive it, and all throughout this session, and also sending Reiki to the past, to the present, to the future, to any situations, and to also intentions to manifest with ease and grace for highest good and gratitude. Thank you. Let yourself now see a beautiful beam of white light infused with Reiki coming through the triangle of light, letting it clear, cleanse, rejuvenate, reharmonize, reground, rebalance, realign, letting the light fill in the spaces for the highest good. We're going to take a couple moments here to allow yourself to feel, receive the Reiki right now for your highest good if you wish to receive. Okay, now we're going to start the dowsing energy healing, and you will continue receiving Reiki as well, all throughout this as well. Okay, you don't need to pay attention to my words. You can stay in the triangle of light, letting yourself be guided by the beam of light infused with Reiki and any other information that you may get or receive during this for the highest good. Okay. Spirit World, Spirit Guide, Spirit Doctor Team, Spirit Legal Team, Divine Beings here for us good. Ask you to take any and all necessary to create a living multidimensional filter of love and light, triple light protection for the highest good and around anyone who wishes to receive it, anyone watching, listening, each person, their home states, their relationships, their business, their maternal, paternal lineages, and around homes, land, workplaces, land, and around any situations, and around any animals, pets, and around me, my home states, relations, business, dog, maternal, paternal lineages. A filter that fills out anything harmful, negative, non-beneficial, and deflects it directly back to source of all love and light. A filter that only lets through what is beneficial for in harmony with. A filter that evolves with just any situational circumstance. May this be done now and for the highest good of all, and in the gentlest way possible and gratitude. Thank you. And Spirit World, Spirit Guide, Spirit Doctor Team, Spirit Legal Team, Divine Beings here for our highest good. Council of Light here for our highest good. I ask you to take any and all help necessary to remove and clear all negative, harmful, non-beneficial energies, frequencies, vibrations, patterns, programs, negative, non-beneficial patterns, programs, implants, devices, non-beneficial subconscious programs, including limiting beliefs, non-beneficial thought forms, negative thoughts, and clear and remove any dense energies. Clear and remove anything that's blocking insights and discoveries into one's own journey. Clear and remove anything that's blocking beneficial growth. Clear anything that's blocking flow, and clear and remove any negative patterns, programs, impulse device, non-beneficial links, non-beneficial psychic cords from being a prisoner of any kind of current creation. Clear all imprisonment patterns, programs, non-beneficial links from present, past lives, previous lives, or from ancestry, or from events in earth, or any other non-beneficial patterns, programs with it. Clear and remove it. Clear anything that's blocking the ability to create something new. Clear anything that's blocking manifestation. Clear anything that's blocking the ability to create and manifest what one desires out of the energy of love versus fear. Clear and remove any kind of, if there's any kind of non-beneficial patterns and programs of staying stuck in a rut or staying stuck when one has outgrown a creation. Clear any kind of non-beneficial patterns of being paralyzed by fear or staying stuck when one has outgrown a creation. Clear and remove any fear or anxiety around any of that, or that may be coming up for someone. Clear also any kind of Groundhog's Day negative patterns and programs, or getting stuck in a comfort zone of the same story cycle. Clear any fear of stepping into a new story or a new chapter in life. Any fear of the unknown, any kind of lack, like mind power mindset around it. Clear anything that's blocking the ability to be enriched by another story, another co-creation with the universe for the highest good. Clear anything that's blocking abundance, prosperity, financial flow. Clear any kind of also regret or any kind of rejection of self or any kind of negativity on self where the human may have perceived that it stayed too long. Any kind of hurt, harm to self, clear and remove any negative patterns, programs with that, any limited beliefs as well. Any kind of judgment. Any kind of clear and remove the dense energies, the super heavy resistance energies, the stubborn energies. Also, any non-beneficial habits in the combo with the fear and anxiety to clear and remove. Anything that's blocking, anywhere the human is blocking the ability to understand when it's time to get moving. Clear any negative patterns or programs or non-beneficial subconscious programs of double downing in fret and freeze into the moment even more, and getting caught in resistance energies and super heavy dense energies, where then it's the whirling around the Groundhog's Day. Clear and remove all of that. Clear and remove also any unhappiness, dissatisfaction. Clear and remove all of that. Clear also any kind of feeling despondent. Clear anything that's blocking the ability to feel or connect to the thoughts that are telling a person or having wisdom. Clear anything that's blocking wisdom. Clear any kind of numbness. Clear any kind of feeling trapped in a situation or a way of thinking. Clear and remove when a human has felt stuck in a certain movie or storyline. Clear any kind of feeling of being boxed in, getting caught in watching the same movie and again, the same story. Clear and remove all of that, and clear and remove becoming ungrounded, unaligned, disconnecting, and clear and remove any kind of disassociation with it. And clear and remove any kind of brain fog or confusion or any kind of being unable to see another way or move. Clear and remove all of that. Clear and remove the frozen state that may have led to repeating the same situation or thinking over and over again. Clear and remove all of that. Clear and remove completely being stuck, or clear and remove any kind of being deeply attached to a story, and clear the non-beneficial cords, non-beneficial relationship residues. Clear and remove anything that's blocking other possibilities or the ability to see other possibilities or the bigger picture. Clear anything that's blocking being able to see the bigger picture. Clear and remove all of that right now. Clear and remove stuck and being unable to move. Clear and remove all of that, or or clear and remove being set in a particular position, place, or way of thinking. Clear and remove all of that. Clear and remove any unable to change or get away from a situation. Clear and remove any aspects of feeling stuck in any part of life. Clear and remove the confusion on what to do, and clear and remove the confusion on that and any brain fog. Clear and remove fear of the unknown. Also feeling too comfortable in the creation. Clear and remove any kind of non-beneficial aspect in terms of comfort zone. Clear and remove exhaustion from creation. Clear and remove anything that's blocking the ability to zoom out, to be able to have a greater perspective on something. Clear and remove anything that's blocking being able to try on different perspectives. Clear and remove anything that's blocking being able to pause, take a break, to bring space between a person and their story. Clear and remove and loosen any attachments to non-beneficial perspectives that one's holding. Also, clear and remove anything that's blocking anything that's blocking the wisdom of the beneficial aspects of being stuck. Also, clear and remove any kind of mental, emotional, or any kind of wounds or deep psychological wounds that can possibly be cleared that may be driving one to hold on to a certain routine or story. Clear and remove any kind of comfort zones that have become an excuse to not face oneself, or that's reinforcing the stuckness, or that's blocking the ability to do the work, perform, and take accountability in life. Clear and remove any kind of non-beneficial habits or routines that are becoming a hindrance. Clear and remove the hindrance, like if there's any kind of stress eating. Clear and remove anything that's blocking the ability to understand what one's needs are. Clear and remove the tension from any of the confusion or feeling stuck that the non-beneficial habit may be utilizing. Clear and remove anything that's blocking the ability to have relief from the tension. Clear and remove anything that's blocking the ability to understand what one's needs are. Go deep under the layers, into the subconscious. Clear anything that's non-beneficial. Clear any kind of limited beliefs or anything that's blocking the ability to understand what one's needs are. Clear any non-beneficial routines or situations or stories that one is clinging to. Clear any kind of grasping, clinging. Clear any kind of stickiness that needs to be cleared. Any kind of dense, sticky energy. Clear anything that's blocking the ability for wisdom of how being stuck has served beneficially. And then clear anything that's blocking the ability of what needs does it meet. Clear anything that's blocking the ability to be honest with oneself with compassion, kindness, care, and love. And Spirit, Whisper, Guides, Protector Team, Spirit, Legal Team, Divine Beings, here for us good. Clear all contradicting beliefs. Clear all contradicting beliefs. Clear, Spirit, Whisper, Guides, Protector Team, Spirit, Legal Divine Beings, here for us good. Clear and remove all non-beneficial energies, frequency, vibrations, patterns, programs, all-time programs, plus neutralize and or harmonize desires and fears and co-creating conflicts. And clear and remove all co-creating conflicts. Anything that can be released and cleared in gratitude. Clear all contradicting beliefs that are blocking one's ability to achieve and co-create intentions and goals with ease and grace for highest good and harmony. Clear all the stuck energy that can be cleared. Clear anything that is blocking the ability for progress in co-creating dreams with the universe into physical reality. Clear all non-beneficial coping mechanisms. Clear all survival mechanisms. Clear all, if there's been any pushing feelings of stuckness deep down to avoid own disappointment, clear the stuckness, clear the disappointment, clear any kind of sadness and grief that can be cleared as well. And if there's any other, in terms of co-creating conflicts, where there's contradicting beliefs, Clear and remove any kind of confusion. For instance, if someone is searching for a new job and may want financial stability, but also deep down feel they may need rest or time off, clear and remove the confusion and the co-creating conflict to allow then the person to be able to reset in this present moment, to have clarity, and to also clear anything that's blocking the ability to have trust in this experience, and clear anything that's blocking the ability to feel safe and to feel like they have the resources necessarily to be in this moment and progress. And clear if there's any feeling of people feeling that they're not worthy of calling in a new job or financial stability, clear the unworthiness, clear anything that's blocking abundance, prosperity, financial flow. Or if there's a person that wants to have intimacy but also believes relationships will take their freedom away, clear that co-creating conflict and bring in clarity, and also connecting, clear anything that's blocking self-love, self-worth, self-trust, and love. And clear, remove any kind of trauma from past or anything that might be blocking their connection to the intimacy or their fear. Clear any kind of limited beliefs or misinformation around it. And spirit world, spirit guides, spiritual teams, spirit, legal time beings for us good. Clear and remove anything that's blocking the ability to know oneself. And if there's any kind of non-beneficial mass consciousness, mass communication, or anything non-beneficial in terms of society where one is being told what their needs should be, or being told what success is or how one should live, should behave, and what they want. Clear all the non-beneficial aspects and clear anything that is blocking a person's unique self, and clear any kind of confusion, or if they felt lost, clear the feeling lost, or if one feels like they've become a byproduct of the system, clear and remove those non-beneficial patterns and programs, non-beneficial implants, devices, and clear and remove that being a byproduct of the system. Clear and remove where one lost the ability to follow one's own intuition. Clear anything that's blocking intuition. Clear and remove any kind of confusion about who one is and understand what one feels. Clear and remove also any disconnect from body. Clear anything that's blocking self-awareness. Clear anything that's blocking the ability to reconnect with self. Clear and remove any other non-beneficial aspects in terms of feeling trapped by societal shoulds. Clear any trap that's non-beneficial. And then playing out, clear and remove any other playing out of own limiting beliefs or insecurities based on the non-beneficial aspect that's being cleared about trapped to societal shoulds. Also, clear and remove being on autopilot and missing what is happening here and now. Clear anything that's blocking being able to be present or in presence. Clear anything that's blocking the communication between oneself and the universe. Clear and remove anything that's blocking that communication for the highest good. Clear anything that's blocking authenticity. Clear anything that's blocking authentic self. Clear anything that's blocking a person from connecting to their unique and energetic blueprint, their unique skills, desires, needs, learnings, purpose for the highest good. Clear and remove any kind of limited belief about current society in terms of suggesting one size fits all, forcing perhaps that to adapt ourselves to fit in, feel safe and accepted. Clear and remove all the misinformation, the limited beliefs, the negative patterns, programs, implants, devices. Clear and remove also getting caught in non-beneficial perceptions of success in others that isn't one's authentic truth. Clear and remove any kind of feeling the need of following another's path that their path is your path, and then you end up feeling lost, confused, drained of energy, clear and remove any kind of non-beneficial habits of doing that, as well as clear and remove the feeling lost, the confusion, the drained of energy, clear and remove the drained of energy, clear and remove all the non-beneficial links and the non-beneficial drains. Clear and remove anything that's blocking clarity on personal life vision, on personal definition of self, clear anything that's blocking clarity on personal life vision, personal definition of success. If a person is getting caught and going multiple directions, struggling to make decisions, or feeling unexcited and uncentered, clear and remove all of that. Clear and remove anything that's blocking groundedness and alignment. If a person is wanting others to tell you what to do or where to be, clear and remove the codependency, clear and remove any kind of fear of listening to self or fear of connecting to intuition. Clear and remove anything that also that's blocking one's freedom and sovereignty. Clear anything that's blocking somebody to connect to their personal life signature. Clear anything that's blocking a person's ability to connect to their unique way of being and expressing themselves without censorship. Clear anything that's blocking somebody's full potential to manifest with ease and grace for highest good. Clear and remove anything else that's blocking one's true potential to live a life aligned with purpose, with ease and grace for highest good and abundance, prosperity, financial flow, joy, harmony, peace for the highest good. Clear also anything that's blocking the ability to have humor and humility in this human experience that can often be sometimes challenging and yet also can be so incredibly beautiful. And ask you to do this all right now. Spirit world, spirit guide, spirit doctor team, spirit legal team, divine beings, council of light here for highest good. I ask you to take any and all necessary to remove and clear any other negative, harmful, non-beneficial energies, frequencies, vibrations, patterns, programs, altering programs, negative and non-beneficial patterns, non-beneficial programs, non-beneficial subconscious programs, limiting beliefs, non-beneficial thought forms, negative thought forms. Clear and remove all of that right now. With everything they've created and co-created, all planes, all dimensions, from past lives, previous lives, eternal lives, present life, past, present, future. I ask you to banish spirits, deactivate for scrum with frequency, neutralize the energy of all that is removed and cleared, to send it all over the other side, to spirit realm, to be transformed and transmuted, to never return again due to harm. May this be done now for the highest good of all and in the gentle possible gratitude. Thank you. From anybody who wishes to receive it, as well as their maternal lineages, for the highest good and gratitude. Thank you. And spirit world, spirit guides, spirit doctor team, spirit legal team, divine beings, here for us good, council of light, here for us good. I ask that you heal all the trauma, close all the cracks. Ask that all parts of soul and reality that truthfully belong there brought back to whomever it belongs to for the highest good. To bring it back, anything else that couldn't be there that could emerge because what has been removed, but to belong back to whomever it belongs to bring it back where it be. To bring it back to the ideal energy, frequency, and vibration, to reintegrate, transform, transmuted in the ideal manner, ideal place, space, time, through the power of love and light. Ask to give each person all the information they need in order to integrate all that's coming back easily into lives. May this be done now and for the highest good of all and in the gentle possible gratitude. Thank you. And spirit world, spirit guides, spirit doctor team, spirit lead team, divine beings, here for us good. I ask that you strengthen, and I ask for the ability to connect to reality, be raised for each person for the highest good, and ask for the ability to co-create reality, to raise for the highest good. And I also ask spirit world, spirit guides, spirit doctor team, spirit legal team, divine beings, here for us good. I ask that you strengthen the connection to each person's higher self soul, their spirit guides for highest good if the person wishes to. I ask that you call in wisdom, clarity, creativity, strengthen their connection to co-creation with the universe, to manifest with ease and grace for the highest good. I ask you restore the areas to the original positive or template, connect light to the area, restore that right now for the highest good. Bring in beneficial spirits of blessing, of land, love, peace, compassion, harmony, and abundance. I ask that you do this right now. I ask that you balance each person's source of all love and light. I ask that you bring in beneficial spirits of health, resiliency, joy, well-being to saturate the energy body systems for the highest good. Balance each person, balance their energy and ground them with earth, natural life force for the highest good. I ask that the light fill in all the spaces for the highest good. In gratitude, I ask you raise the level of compatibility and harmonize all concerned with divine source. I also ask that I ask for the level of harmony in all planes during, synchronize life plans in all dimensions for the highest good. I ask that you strengthen. I ask for the willingness and the readiness to be deserving, and the faith and the knowledge that everyone deserves to be deserving, to be strengthened in terms of allowing their light to shine through, and their strengthening their connection to our authentic self, and their strengthening their connection to their unique energy signature. I ask that the trust in financial abundance, prosperity flow be raised, and for the energy flow, the financial abundance, prosperity flow be strengthened. Invite in beneficial spirit of abundance and prosperity. I also ask that the level of self-love, self-worth, self-trust be raised. Invite in beneficial spirit of love, self-love, trust, faith, hope, joy. I ask the level of truthful sense of self to raise. Invite in beneficial spirit of clarity, truth, self-love, joy, and strengthen that compatibility self. Invite in beneficial spirit of harmony and all aspects of self to be balanced for the highest good. And I ask that all the chakras, meridians, nadis be rebalanced, reharmonized. I also ask that be fully rejuvenated and refreshed, regrounded, realigned 100%. And ask you to do this right now. I ask you strengthen the connection to the empowerment of how each person is a powerful co-creator with the universe and can always have the possibility and the potential to co-create with ease and grace and abundance and prosperity and miraculous possibility beyond than what the human can in co-creation with the universe with ease and grace for highest good. I ask you to do this right now. And I also ask that you strengthen the living multi-dimensional filter of love and light, triple light protection for each person for the highest good, and shift if it's possible and beneficial from 3D, 5D for the highest good. And ask this healing be still with love and light. Ask this healing be still with love and light. Ask this healing be still with light, love and light. And so it is. Thank you. So from this new cleared, aligned space, you want to connect back into that heart space if you're not already there. And you want to say your intentions from your heart and project them out from your third eye. I'll be quiet as you do this. And then you want to give gratitude for all the healing that was already received and all the blessings, all the amazing gifts, letting yourself receive with ease and grace for highest good. Giving gratitude for yourself for showing up, thanking your team of light, your guides, the tools, gratitude for the highest good. And then when you're ready, bringing awareness behind your eyes, taking a deep breath. back, my friends. And before we go, we always de-link. So you can say this if it resonates. Spirit world, spirit guides, here for us good. I ask to break the links with this podcast episode, with this Dowsing Reiki session. I ask to break the links with this episode for social media. I ask to break the links, leaving only harmony and balance at either ends. I also ask to clear any residual energies being held in my body as a result of these links. I ask that the light fill all the voids, cells, rejuvenates, refreshes, revitalizing for the highest good and gratitude. So it is. Thank you. All right, friends, that is it for now. So you want to drink a lot of water because the dense energies will be clearing, the new energies will be integrating in. And if you have anything you'd like to share with me, please feel free to reach out, and have a beautiful day. Much love, light, and Reiki blessings, everyone.